What's up everyone, it is Bucky and welcome to your 10th Python tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys or teaching you guys how to do something called slicing. Now what slicing is pretty much just like it sounds. It lets you slice out or extract certain pieces of a sequence. So that's pretty much it. So let me show you guys. Let me make an example list and I will name it example because yes, that's how creative I am. And let's number it 0 through 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I mess it up at all? It looks good to me. And now, once you have that, I forgot an equal sign. Go ahead and press enter, and it will create your example list sequence for you, whatever you want to call it. Now, in order to slice out certain pieces of your sequence, here's what you need to do. Type in the name of your list, then in your square braces type the first element that you want to include in your extraction or slice. So I want it to begin with 4. Next, add a semicolon, and what you have to do after this is add the number that you want. Here, I'm just going to show you guys what it is. 4 to 8 gives you 4 to 7. So this 4 right here is so this should give you all this, right? Well, let's see. Nope, it still is missing that 9. So how can we kind of expand that -1? Example, example. Maybe if we go negative. And what this means is continue to the last element. So you just put example -5. That's the beginning of your range, and the end of your range is empty. And this is going to continue on the entire list and just get all the rest of it. So press enter, and look, it does all the work for you. And you can also make it for the beginning empty and make your end what you want. So let's go ahead and put example. Let's go ahead and put 3 colon. Oh wait a minute, we just did that. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I mean, colon 7, and it will start at the beginning and give you all your list to that checkpoint. So that's how you can do that. And that's how you can slice without knowing the very first value, but only going to the end of whatever you want. You guys really need to play around with this. And another thing I want to teach you guys before I let you guys First one's the first one you want to include. The second number is what you want to go to. You can also do it backwards, and again, if you don't include one of the numbers, then it's just going to go all the way to the end and include everything. Now, I said that was the last thing that I'm going to teach you, but I lied. There's also a third element that you can have, and let me show you guys how this works. Now, the first two elements were your starting point and your ending point, but there's also a third colon that you can add and a third number, and this is how many, let's say, how much you want to increment by. So let's number, the ending number, and an optional number right here about how much you want to increment by, or how many numbers you're going to skip before you get to the next one. And you could also go from right to left, and to do this, let's get our example list again. We would need the uppermost number, the bottommost number, and if we want to go from right to left, we need a negative sequence when slicing. And this is going to be real useful, and just so you guys can cheat if you guys ever get lazy, I just want to tell you guys that you can also use the shortcut for this. And what this would do is include everything in your list and also count backwards. So let me do that, and it will give you the same result. So if you want to do your whole list, that's pretty much. Just watch this tutorial again, follow along with every example, and by the end of it, I promise you'll be a pro at slicing and be able to extract any information you want from your list. So that is the basics on slicing. I hope you guys learned something. I guess I'll just see you next tutorial. That's all I have to teach you this time, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you next time.